Hi, hello, and welcome to Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene, Priestess of Losi. I'll be your oracle today. If anything that I say resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. There's an accessibility season going on right now, which means for a few days, like a flash sale, there's some readings that are going to be super cheap. So that's always vertexofabundance.org/sales. We're priced out of the market, meaning that it's abnormally high for a reading. That's a live reading. So these readings, they're like a recording link sent to you, okay? So just check those out and take good care. We're gonna be deliberating the findings from the Rider-Waite. I was trying to clear the deck and it got all, so we got the Devil card. And the Tower. So the Tower and the Devil means inevitable conflict. It can also be breaking free from hell. I feel like something's trying to take over our mind, that we have it actually really good, but it's trying to get us to believe or distract, trying to get us to believe in a low worth or distract us from the eye on the prize, what's in front of us. We have the Nine of Wands here with the Ace of Swords. Okay, and so the Nine of Wands and the Devil is a very, very toxic personality style. This is that classic narc word. And this is maladaptive, idiosyncratic, perfunctory, extemporaneous. Yeah, I'm one of those. Or it could just be rigid and maladaptive. This is one of those pathological, it's not going to shift, it's not going to change kind of deal. So just understand, if there's some kind of warring, if there's some kind of strife, or there's some kind of struggle, you have to cut them down. And that means many different things for many different people. I'm not advocating violence or anything of that nature. Even retaliation, vengeance, that's actually a word to operators. They would know what that means. So on their end, they have the Hierophant and the Seven of Wands. So when you see the Seven of Wands, it means previously it was the Six of Wands. So this person is trying to maintain some type of position, and it may be that up until recently we couldn't have gotten to them. Okay, it's because we're stuck in a toxic connection with this Nine of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is talking about that they are trying to keep their spot. They don't want to lose something that they've created. Over the last week, they've really been trying to, I'm hearing mount some defense, and I'm gonna say it because normally mounting is the Prince or the Nine. So they're trying to mount some defense. Attack is the swords, defense is the wands. They're trying to mount some kind of defense, and it's been over the last 7 days. And they have some kind of power, hierarchy, structural rank, or some situation. They may be a counselor, an advisor, a teacher, a professor, or something like that. Or a godly person. They may have some type of God duties, obligations, or some type of power in their hand. It may be some kind of rulership in a power system structure. And then over the next week, they're going to be fighting to keep their position, but something is kind of over, something is culminating, wrapping itself up. There is going to be heavenly judgment coming through. And this is the combination for spiritual laws. So it's karma. It's karma. The karma is coming in a week. Karma will be here in a week. Okay. Over the last 3 weeks, the heavens have been trying to decide, judge, or something's needed to come out. And somebody here is the perfect one. They know, they have the relationships, they know how to play politics. This person might be lofty in their laurels, is what I just heard. Okay, well, that makes sense. Now that we have the Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Nine of Cups, they're glib. They think they're kind of untouchable. And I mean, normally I would think that with the way this energy is working, it's almost like they've got us in a bind, they've got us pinned down, but 2 sevens came out. So whatever comes, we're not going to know, and they're not going to know, but it's going to topple them over, because we have an agenda and an attack. I mean, a defense and an attack. Okay, I keep saying attack for some reason. It's not here. So It slipped out twice. They have an agenda and a defense. Okay, so they have, but 2 sevens is a warning, it's a trigger. And it might be something wrapping up in terms of a cycle with the moon card. There could be something going on in the background. There could be hidden eyes. It can talk about the astral realm, disincarnate spirits, attachments, spiritual attachments. 7 of Wands or 9 of Cups and the moon card could be spiritual attachments. So that's, if it's both of those cards out, it's definitely that. Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to be thrown into hell. This what I'm getting with this Hellfire card, 5 of Wands, and the Moon card, some kind of cycle, because this is the deepest soul's need calling out. And if we have that Justice card out, whatever is unfair, whatever is out of alignment, it's going to be resolved by the universe itself. And it also means in the next week, some kind of cycle is going to complete, and this person's going to get what they want, but it might not be how they want it with the 5 of Wands. 9 of Cups, the Moon card, this person's going to get what they want within the next couple of weeks, but it's not going to be how they want it. 5 of Wands, whatever orchestrations, machinations they have over these past 2-3 weeks, it's around some kind of community, it's through relationships, it's through collaboration. 3 of Pentacles, the Lover's card. It also means that in the next, around the first week of May, something's going to shift, something's going to end. They're going to break out, break free. Now, they always are going to be obsessed. I don't understand what this is, but this is a new obsession. And this is also, if it's not extreme lust, it's an obsessive love. So we might have a stalker of some kind. I'm feeling, yeah, we'll have a stalker, somebody obsessed with us. And they might not be out in front of us, but they're doing things behind the scenes. And if that's not true, there's definitely a tyrant. They might have us under their thumb, whether we know or don't know. We might know. If they're not acting obsessed with us or tyrannical about us, they're in front of us, keeping us pinned down. Now, yeah, because there's new delays. A new beginning is delayed with this, you know, Hangman and Lover's card. Okay. So that's delays in a union, delays in love, delays in bonds, delays in ties. We're not able to go and manifest love. We're not able to go and manifest higher unions in our life because we're stuck in a situation. This is stuck in a bad place. This is like that rock in a hard place kind of deal. Give me a moment. All right, so this person knows what they're doing and they've been at it for a few months. Okay, whatever this last little strike, it seems like they keep doubling down on whatever it is that they're doing, whatever it is that they think they're doing. And now we have an 8 of Cups. So their position is slipping, or they want more. Oh my. 8 of Cups and the High Priestess is a person wanting more. They want the whole kit and caboodle. They're not going to stop until they get everything. So whatever this is, it can be a new legal thing. I don't think so. It would be legal, but like celestial law, so that's like karma. They're trying to swap or reverse something or unravel something. And also it means that there's been a lot of fighting over the last 2 months. They've been trying to get more or get something from us, so they want something that we have. With the 6 of Pentacles, with the Devil, we're trying not to give, we're trying not to engage. We don't want them having access to us. Now, with this Temperance card, it would talk about, with the Temperance card and the 5 of Wands, they're doing whatever they have going on, whatever attack, whatever interference, whatever conflict, conundrum, crossing, challenge, competition, karma that they're doing, opposition really. It's the perfect thing. And now it isn't in reality, but they got the perfect strategy, the perfect tactic, the perfect MO. And they get what they want every time with the Six of Pentacles here. That's going to shift. That's going to change. Two of Wands. They're looking to see how they can unravel something, how they can get access. And they have a lot of access already. So they're looking to get access to more. Yeah, because this is who they are in their soul. This is what they've cultivated. They're going to be left to their own devices. And Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. So, you know, I think they're going to start losing emotional support, relationship support. This is somebody desiring connection. They're bold but timid, courageous but hesitant, confident but obsessive, something of that nature. And they're wanting to, this is somebody desiring a connection, trying to expand some type of connection because they feel like they had a blessing and they've lost it. You know, with this has been something sour. This is a bad apple kind of energy. Okay. Yeah, one bad apple don't spoil a whole bunch, girl. So with the devil out, this means apprehension, but normally it would mean that they have some kind of coveted status or they've built a really good solid position for themselves. And with the Seven of Wands, it means it's slipping. Their spot is slipping. If the Six of Wands wasn't out, it would mean that they have really good defenses. It's not what's happening for them right now. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so now the Hermit, which could just be deep insight into the situation, soul's wisdom. We have Eight of Wands. So that's projection or things speeding up or things finally coming out to the surface, to the public. They're gonna move and they have, so I think we've withdrawn our energy, we've kind of moved back, and what's gonna happen now is they're gonna move to get more from us, and they can't do it from afar. They can't fight. They've done everything at a distance that they can do. Now we're on guard and they know it. And the situation has progressed to the point where they know we're going to fight back. So they're coming in to try to soothe things over. They're coming in with tokens of affection because they want something. But we're ready, we're prepared, but they're the ones in power, emperor, and we're the kind of beta. We have to react to what they're doing. It's not something that we can do first. So that's what I got here. Let's pull some oracles. What kind of person is this that we're dealing with? Yeah, they want something from us. We had that Nine of Cups before and we have this Page of Cups now. So this is allegiance to destructive ruler or principle, some maybe even some romantic delusions. There should be honor, chivalry, maybe romance if it's an intimate kind of situation. I'm getting that a lot, but we would definitely be dealing with a male-bodied individual if that's the case. Whether it's identified or assigned at birth or whatever, what have you. I don't participate in that conversation, but with this card, I'm going to tell you right now, it means they want something because the Knight needs to engage, get initiated, be adept. They need to get access to a group. They need to be invited in and they need to prove themselves. And this is a person who feels like they are entitled to something. And when we withdraw our energy or don't act the way they want, you know, that's a very clear toxic personality style. When we're never going to be able to please them 100%. And whenever they get the slightest insult, the slightest objection, the slightest offense, they war, they rage, whatever, what have you. I'm hearing that they're a bad apple. They're a bad apple. And this is on the grounds of, ooh. Yeah, so they're definitely a user, and they are in a position of power. Queen vampire. Queen is talking about the collective energy or the combined energy between us and them. And we have damsels. So we are we look weak and meek to them, whether or not we are. We do understand the nature of needing and being open and receptive to somebody else. Also having self-reliance, but they look at us like they need to put some illusion, delusion, confusion all over us so that we can be seduced into them coming in and saving, and they have some kind of strategy, plan, orchestration, machination that involves imposing help on us or concocting a situation where we're open to help and support from them so that they can sneak in and get whatever they want. We have them, they're coming up as a vampire. So they're becoming arrogant when their authority is challenged, controlling, and demanding. Instead of using benevolent authority to protect, love, care, and nurture for others. Okay, I'm just going to read what it says. I embellished there. Hold on a second. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. That's what they're not doing. If it is romance, it would be with either a boss or a masculine individual. And if it is a female, it's a highly, highly, highly overbearing female. But if it might be a boss that wants romance or a boss that where there was romance in the past, I think we either had to say no or we had to move out of something or away from something. And it's been a secret war, an open war, something of that nature. Okay, so this vampire depleting others for psychic survival, chronic code complaining and codependency versus making you aware that something is draining your life force. So this is the dark cloud. This is just a dark cloud, this person. Yeah, no. Yeah, so whether or not they're man or not, because the father archetype came out. The thing about this is like, okay, we have child orphans, so they might want to disconnect us from something, separates us from something. I'm getting that chronic toxic personality style, the N-word, narc word. Because we have initiation and father here. So initiation, the opposing energy is obfuscation. They want to either cover something up or confuse us in some kind of way or withhold something in some kind of way. I'm getting a lot of people trying to move in and make decisions for us because they don't like how we're showing up to our own lives. But that means they're not honoring our autonomy, our choice, our ability to choose our own path, the right, the sovereignty of it. And we have this father archetype here, which it's dictatorial control, abuse of authority. Okay, instead of, we have the queen protecting, and then we also have here father protecting. The father protects the tribal unit, the queen, they radiate this regal beauty and they protect and love and nurture with that regal beauty. They use that authority to protect, to wrap people in their love. This person is creating some kind of situationship where they want to stifle us, suppress us, and they want to make us in some kind of entanglement, which is an insecure attachment because it's not an entanglement, enmeshment. They want us in some kind of enmeshment where they take over our insides, where we lose our sense of individuality, autonomy, and sovereignty in this connection, situationship, whatever it is. Because they want to stifle our growth, stifle our maturation. And anytime we don't need them or we don't want them, it's an attack on their psyche. They feel versus independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering the fear of survival. They're not a guiding light. They're a black hole. They're dark. If you feed it, it will eat you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. It might actually be the father that we're dealing with. There might be some, I'm also ex-husband. I'm hearing that as well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. That's too much, man. That's too much. Okay, so how's this cycle looking? Again, it's the second reading in a row this came out for a time-free healing, balsamic moon. Okay, so that's usually right after the new moon, like a day or two after the new moon, when we start reflecting and sensing kind of like the intuitive or the psychic feedback. So that's when you have to slowly move through your intuition. I'm getting, again, this is a prideful person and they don't like it when we take space, when we have personal time, when we have free time. I'm sorry, I'm getting the energy of not being able to sustain this connection because what it requires to service the entanglement is too much. They want full enmeshment, which means erasure of our own individuality. Whatever it cost us to service this entanglement is too costly because we're probably losing our peace. And that would mean it's an insecure attachment, okay? And they're actually anxious, but they're covering it up. So when a person can't disclose or work through their own anxiety, that's way too much. Because what you'll see then is hypersensitivity or hypervigilance, probably some aspect of both. That's very harmful, especially in an intimate union, whether it be coitus, copulation, or just some kind of close proximity, employee, boss, roommate, best friend, co-worker, you know, that's no. And we're subordinate to them. They are the emperor, we're the chariot. We're subordinate to them. That's literally alpha, beta. Chariot is beta. Okay, so it's time to take some kind of action. We do need to stand up in some kind of way, but we can't be a prideful, regal, dignified asshole. We just need to be strong. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, and the commitment is being tested. So where have you been? Where are you going? And we do need some kind of strength. Confidence is the key to success. Don't let pride get in the way. They do not like it when we have autonomy, personal space, alone time, when we're clear in our mind, when we're peaceful in our energy. They want to keep us reactive to them. And they have a whole bunch of ways on how we should show, reasons and ways about, and ideas about how we should show up and behave around them. Okay, well, they're way too dictatorial on that. That's disgusting. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Get a little guidance here. Spirit of Isis. Okay, so we have our freedom. Spirit of Isis, beloved initiated, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Mami Wata, Isis, Pachamama, whatever works for you. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest, no matter how bold and impossible it seems. Let her inspire you. This didn't pop out, it stuck out. So I'm gonna get one that got it. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so divine destiny. Okay, so this was always bound to happen, or we were always bound to break out, break free, because we need to spread our wings and we need to learn how to tap into source, and we need to find our strength and boldness. So the divine, this is called divine destiny. So the divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be by bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. Okay. So again, there's a flash sale going on. There'll be different little things going on at different little times. Right now, it's super cheap. It's not going to last for long. The link is in the show notes. It's Vertex of Abundance /sales. So just check in on that if you want, and take good care of yourself. It's been an honor and pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. I want to welcome back all the returning subscribers. If you've been an A1 day one, I honor you. I love you. I praise you. Thank you. Take good care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.